Let's take a trip into the ocean to visit with one of nature's most incredible creatures, the great white shark. Look into its black eyes. Behold its massive jaws, packed with hundreds of razor-sharp teeth. Terrifying, right? But no, don't be scared. I want you to care about this shark, maybe even love it a little. That's why I wrote this month's feature nonfiction article, Saving the Great White Monster. Hi there, I'm Lauren, editorial director of Scope, and I want to take you behind the scenes of my story, which was one of the most challenging and interesting I've ever written. Like many people, I've always been fascinated by sharks. But until recently, when I thought about a shark like a great white, I mainly thought about shark attacks. I even wrote a book about an infamous series of shark attacks that happened in 1916. Interestingly, it was while I was researching that book that I came to understand that sharks are not the brutal killers they're made out to be. Sharks are deeply important to the ocean ecosystem and to us. Sharks are an apex predator at the very top of what is known as the food chain. They play an important role in keeping the ocean in balance. The disappearance of sharks would impact the ocean in many ways. Let's look at one example. The great white shark preys on seals, which might not sound like a good thing because seals are so adorable. Aww. Maybe so. The seals are also huge eaters. They consume massive quantities of small fish, like herrings and sprat. If sharks disappear, the population of seals will explode. There will be so many seals that they will devour all of the small fish. So what happens to all the other fish that eat those little fish? They could starve, and eventually many could die out. This also affects humans, since we eat those bigger fish too. The loss of one species can cause a chain reaction. Think of dominoes, how knocking over just one will cause all of the others to fall. When one species disappears, like the shark, the entire ocean ecosystem could collapse. Sharks are one of the oldest species, but today they are facing huge problems. As you read my article, look for what these problems are and what's causing them. When I researched this topic, the problem seemed so enormous, it was easy to feel a sense of hopelessness. But it turned out that this story has an inspiring twist, which you're going to discover when you read my article. There are huge problems in this world, but as I discovered, there are also incredible people working to solve those problems with ingenuity and creativity. In the end, writing this story made me feel inspired, and that's how I hope you're going to feel when you finish reading it. And I also hope that the next time you see a picture of a big, terrifying great white shark, you will not look away in horror. You'll remember, that shark needs your love. Read this story and more in the February issue of Scope.